So, welcome to the Talking Logic podcast. I am the Logical Predictor, and we're here to discuss what happened on last night's episode of SmackDown. Before we get right into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment down below, and turn on those post notifications so you'll never miss a stream. I was surprised of what I saw on SmackDown. As we open the show, and then how we closed the and how they closed the show. It was so amazing. I don't know how WWE could mess this up. They didn't. I feel like they hit it right on the mark. Whatever they were going for, I think they hit it right on the mark. We started off with a recap of what happened last week with Roman and Edge. And to make sure, let me just get my phone. Also, this is the Independence Day edition of Talking Logic. So, tomorrow will be the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July to everyone out there, including everyone in the wrestling community, of course, everyone in the world. Happy Independence Day. From my family to your family. Let me get my phone. I'll be right back. Okay. So we've got a lot to discuss today, including obviously what happened on SmackDown. Of course, a new match has been added to Money in the Bank. A unfortunate former WWE superstar has passed away. My plans, because I did say I would make a something special to occur for Independence Day. So I want to make that a very good, set there. Oh, also, and moving forward, after the whole live stream is, we got everything out of the way. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's talk about what the hell happened on SmackDown. So obviously we recapped, of course, what happened, Edge coming back and, attacking Roman and how the show ended last week. Well, this show actually started with Edge. Edge addressed the universe about what he's, why he came back, what he's here. Edge showed proof that Roman Reigns is scared of him and knows the Rated R Superstar will take his Universal title away. Will take it away. Now, I want to also claim this too. It's funny. The match was made. Roman Reigns versus Edge was made for Money in the Bank on Talking Smack. If you guys didn't watch Talking Smack, they got backstage after SmackDown ended. Edge went to Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville and he demanded for a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns, the match that he did not get at WrestleMania. And though he did win the Royal Rumble, he just still didn't get that one-on-one match, and because it was their fault, they put Daniel Bryan in. So he's gonna get that one-on-one match and there was someone who didn't really like that idea. That was Mr. Seth freaking Rollins. And let me get this out there very clear right now. Seth Rollins actually, asked first. And then he said they put it into consideration. But unfortunately, I guess Edge, since he's a legendary superstar, he gets to get whatever he wants, right? So this will likely be the feud for SummerSlam. It will be Seth Rollins versus Edge. People have been saying that it should be the feud, and I respect it. I think that's a great idea. I think Seth Rollins should take on Edge at SummerSlam. That will actually put my mind at, well, who wins this, you know? So Edge is going to be looking to get, obviously, I guess, revenge on Roman, and especially in front of fans too. Like that even makes it more better. That makes it really better. In fact, because it's just Edge didn't get that. He got that WrestleMania moment, but he just didn't get that. The fans coming back, and he's so happy to see that. He's gonna be so happy when he see the fans. Fans are gonna be happy to him. But now we got some worries of Roman and how the fans will react to him, because of course people have been getting behind the Tribal Chief. I'm behind the Tribal Chief. I've acknowledged the Tribal Chief. He is Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns is WWE. But it depends on if the fans are going to, if they're going to boo or cheer for him. I think, I think they're going to cheer for him in a sense. I feel like I feel like they're going to cheer for him. Like some people, like in the back, you'll hear some cheers, but I swear to you, once he does something brutal, they'll probably boo for him. Like once he beats up Edge and he wins, retains, like people will boo for him. But I'm thinking they'll cheer for him. I really do think they'll cheer for him. And if they do, that means WWE's got to put themselves in a position where they got to turn him face, which would suck. So that means Roman has to reassure that he is a heel and he is not turning face. Even if you get behind him, that's the sucky part. It's because when you have a heel character that does the heel character so well, and people get behind that character, they start to cheer. Look at what they try to do with Becky Lynch. They try to make her a heel. Like the man gimmick was supposed to be a heel character, but people got behind it and they loved it because it was just badassery. And I love badassery. If you guys don't know, I've said it here before. I think I love badassery. Triple H, Drew McIntyre. I think Sasha Banks had one where she had what the hell am I saying? Badassery. Edge has that badassery. Roman had that badassery way back when he returned from leukemia. Okay? That was badass. But we got to give it to Edge. Just got to give it to him. So, moving forward, we had a start to SmackDown, which was pretty good. I liked it. It was a tag team match. In my eyes, I like the tag team match starts, and I think they're pretty great, especially if the show is going to go into a way of, what's going to happen at the end of the show. We know what's going to happen at the end of the show, but we need to explain that Big E and Shinsuke Nakamura pulled a victory over on the Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. Not King Corbin, Baron Corbin. People made that mistake. Even the announcer made the mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his tag team partner, King Corbin. Oh. So it's so funny. Like, oh my God, how do you fuck up that bad, man? You had one job. And you failed. You should be fined. You should be fired. Greg Hamlet, you're fired. What did I do? Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, was really great. I love these. I love his, his entrance. The Rick Boog, and it was just so funny. And I actually, if you guys didn't logical predict R, just one R, no capital R, no zero, no O. What happened is that I believe Rick Boo's distracted Corbin. Distracted Corbin because his car, his probably $1 million car, was getting repoed, was getting towed away. Distracted Corbin. Big E caught him, lifting him up for the big ending. 1, 2, 3. Big E and Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Corbin and Apollo. And Corbin was just sitting there in disbelief. And I mean, I love, if we're going to go into a depressive state with Corbin where he's careless, I'm liking it, honestly. It's so good. It's like, I don't care anymore, honestly. Like, it's when you lose everything. It's when you have nothing left to lose. That's the moment you start to break out, So I don't know what they're going to do for Corbin. But one thing I do hope is what's going to happen next week. We did get a confirmation that next week, Shinsuke Nakamura will be taking on Baron Corbin in another fucking match again. And guys, you tell me if you guys like Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke. Leave it down in the comments down below. Anyway, I think we've seen it so many times. I don't think we have to see it again. But as long as I'm thinking Corbin should get the win here. And it's on his resume. Like if you look at his resume, he's Money in the Bank winner. So like get out of that to his list. So like really, Shinsuke Nakamura might have been in a Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't remember when, but he could have been. And though he didn't win it, he was still in it. So there's something there. I still feel like Corbin needs to win it. We still need some heels in there. And if anything, I could tell you right now who would win. I feel like Corbin's gonna win next week. And when we get to, did they put who they had in backstage? No, they didn't put him where he was backstage. Okay, they're gonna do Seth Rollins and Cesaro in another match against each other. This one's pretty simple. I feel like Cesaro's gonna win because let's be completely honest here. One, Cesaro's been taken out of injury, and Seth Rollins is getting all this glow. And if WWE is setting up for Seth Rollins versus Edge, it would be perfect to not have him in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Because if you think about it, logic here, sense, what would you rather? Would you rather Seth in the Money in the Bank ladder match, giving him something to obviously, I guess, do, to maybe try to win that Money in the Bank briefcase and get that opportunity? Or would you rather make him like lose his shit? Like literally make Seth Rollins lose his shit. Cesaro pulls a big one over him and he starts, freaking out, all freaking psycho mind, whatever the hell. So then he doesn't blame himself, he blames management, and then he takes his frustration and anger out on the rated R superstar Edge. And when we get to my prediction video, I will make a clear, accurate prediction to what I think, because I now know there's a chance that Roman will retain. It's because of the drip god himself. That's for my prediction video. That will be in 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time. But next week will be another special little edition. It'll be a good goodbye to the pandemic era, to the Thunderdome. It's been there for SmackDown. And we will do the same for Raw. I'm not sure about NXT, though. Maybe NXT as well. Who knows? Let's get on to the next match. The next match we got was Bayley and Bianca Belair face to face, and Bayley has been a great heel up to this point. Like she's been a great heel, man. She's been so dominant in her heel. Her promos, it's just so great. And Bianca Belair with her giddy self, goody two shoes. She's been doing so well. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's perfect. But this is the new match that we have got. It's the new match that has been added to Money in the Bank, and I think it's going to be it's going to be awesome. And I think the fans are going to love it too. We want to give the fans everything. So, at Money in the Bank, Bianca Belair wants to shut Bayley up. Or, well, since she can't shut her up, she wants to end this all. Bianca Belair challenged Bayley to an I Quit match at Money in the Bank. And Bayley accepted. And what's surprising is that Bayley even went on further to say that she might just quit. She might just say, I quit WWE. Or I might just quit the company. Or I might just quit wrestling on all and make myself a Hall of Famer. Like, Bayley, shut up. Because what if Bianca Belair could do that? Maybe she say, if you say I quit, you leave WWE, or if quit, you fucking, you're not on SmackDown anymore. Like, shut up, Bayley. But you're doing it so well too. You're making it so believable. That's what I love about this, and I think that this might just be the perfect ending to it all. You got Bayley versus Bianca, to build up Bianca, and you had Bayley versus Bianca in a mixed tag team match last week. So in these little matches on SmackDown, they're just trying to put the champion over. So then I guess you can get another rematch. But who the fuck knows? I'm gonna like this match. And for the SmackDown Women's Championship, like that's gonna even be great too. Again, last time we saw I Quit match was last year in Hell in a Cell, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. So that's good too, I guess. That's great. She liked to hear the words "I quit." After this, we got to our last man standing match, and I thought Mr. Sami Zayn would win this. Unfortunately, I was wrong. And the reason I thought Sami Zayn would win is because Kevin Owens put that thing out on Twitter saying that he wants to take some time with his family, and I feel like he really deserves that. He deserves to take some time off to go with his family. He really does deserve that. Like, I think WWE should really have gave Sami Zayn the win, and just to clarify why I thought Sami Zayn would win. Remember the last time at Hell in a Cell when I said Kevin Owens would win and he didn't, and Sami Zayn won? Well, let's get it very clear here. At WrestleMania, Kevin Owens won, correct? Yes. Then on an episode of SmackDown, they had a rematch. Okay? That was 2, because Kevin Owens won again. Then at Hell in a Cell, Sami Zayn won. Okay? I actually should flip it the other way. Sami Zayn won. Okay? Well, wouldn't it have made sense that Kevin Owens takes some time off and then during the draft he gets drafted to Raw? And then we get to see like a heel Kevin Owens maybe, Sami Zayn gets the 2. They're both at 2. And I guess we'll see Kevin back at the draft. We take him off of TV for a little bit, But now you're going to put him back into this you're going to put him in the Money Bank Ladder match. Okay. Whatever. So Kevin Owens won the last man standing match, and he stacked 2 tables on top of each other. Now, this reminded me, believe it or not, when Kevin Owens stacked those 2 tables on each other. If you guys, I wasn't Logical Predictor up until Survivor Series of 2020. If you guys did not know, the last time I remember Kevin Owens doing that, stacking tables and getting pushed over onto those 2 tables was, I believe, Royal Rumble, last man standing match, Intercontinental Championship match. It was him versus Dean Ambrose, aka also known as Jon Moxley. Pretty good match. I love that Intercontinental Championship match, but this last man standing match was just a little callback to that. I think Kevin Owens is willing to do anything, really just fly off of shit. I remember the last time he flew off of the flag, WrestleMania 36. Just Seth Rollins. You just gotta love that, man. You just gotta love it. Sami Zayn must be pissed, but Kevin Owens obviously slammed him through the table. He stunned him. He power bombed him through the table. He power bombed him through another table, which almost I feel like he hit his head on the back of that fucking barricade. I don't know if I don't think he did. I think he made sure. And then he did this same thing. If you guys don't know about NXT, well they did what Kevin Owens usually did on NXT when Sami Zayn became champion. And Kevin Owens gave him the power bomb on the apron, causing Sami Zayn to not get the hell up. Kevin Owens is headed to Money in the Bank with Big E, John Morrison, Ricochet, Riddle, and Drew McIntyre. So that's going to be, it's now leaning down to 2 spots. So either Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, Shinsuke, or Cesaro will be one of those men, or 2 of those men will fill those spots. We don't know. We do not know. All I want to say is that I feel like it should be Cesaro and Corbin. For Shinsuke, you can let him take the loss. You can let him take the loss. You can make him take the loss. It's not going to really hurt him. He's already king. Corbin is just down on his luck. He really shouldn't lose. He shouldn't. And then with the whole backstage with Brick Boogs, him saying, screw you, man. All jokes. It's so stupid. Then we got Sonya Deville out here talking about adding another superstar to the name. And I thought it was going to be Liv Morgan. Unfortunately, it wasn't. If you guys clicked on this video, you probably realized that it was the Independence Day edition. But also, it said a surprising return. Well, guess what's so surprising about that return? Is that even though she left the company, she still supports unionization. She is not going to be in AEW with Andrade Almas or El Igolo. She's back. Ladies and gentlemen, the returning superstar was and added to the Money in the Bank ladder match for doing absolutely nothing. Zelina Vega. And this was surprising to me. I was like, what? She's back? One, she didn't even do fucking jack shit to deserve to be in that match. And two, WWE, didn't you fucking release her? But now this got me thinking, and I don't know if the fans know if they're thinking too. Think of this. Zelina Vega left the company first, right? Then Andrade. Then they got rid of her boyfriend. They got rid of Aleister Black. So now Zelina Vega is back. So now this question is Aleister Black coming back? That is a question that I want to know. Because if so, we could probably get Big E versus Aleister Black at some point down the line. Because their feud was supposed to happen, but it did not happen. So I don't know. I don't know if Aleister Black's coming. But I'll tell you right now, Zelina Vega is back. And Liv Morgan was pissed. I even sent out tweets like, guys, you don't even know how much I love Liv Morgan. Like, this is how much I love Liv Morgan. Okay, let me show you. You guys can see that. That is literally my background. Okay, right there. That is literally her holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. Just look at that, and then guys, like I have my two favorite wrestlers on my phone. Boom, Cesaro is right there too. So, like, Liv Morgan's got to be in the Money in the Bank. She'll be the last person to be added to the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then I will make my decision. Watch next week. Sonya Deville will announce Mia Yim. Guarantee Mia Yim will be joining that. Or, Liv Morgan will come out, right when she's about to say the name, like that is also good too. That'd be great. You didn't add me the first time. You had Carmella. Okay. I beat her. I proved myself. Okay. Well, then you add Zelina Vega, who didn't do jack shit. Came back. She still had to prove herself. She still wanted to prove herself. So third week, if she doesn't get added, I guess she's going to be the last person. I guess that maybe this third person, whoever SmackDown decides to add. So now Zelina Vega's on SmackDown. Okay. She still has a Twitch. I didn't watch her Twitch, but she has a Twitch. But yeah, why don't you just add Liv Morgan right away? Like, come on. Like, wouldn't it be better like that? And then, even though the return was surprising, Zelina Vega lost in how many? Not one, not two, but 3 minutes. 3 minutes. God. Liv Morgan proved herself again. Beating Vega. Again, beating Carmella. She beat Carmella. She beat Vega. And you know what? This is why Liv's winning. This is WWE's way of saying, you know what? Liv's going to win. Because think about it. They're not adding her to the Money in the Bank ladder match until the very last fucking minute. Okay? Because they put her in here. They know she's going to win. They want her to win. I'm behind this. I'm behind the idea. Push Liv. Get her to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Get her to win that Money in the Bank contract. Get her to win that. Because I guarantee that she deserves to be SmackDown Women's Champion. Tell you that right now. She deserves to win that. Okay? She really does. And I will update you on my changes to my prediction that I made. But yes, put her in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Have her win. I will be happy. I will literally be proud. I will even send out a tweet on Twitter. I will actually write a letter to Liv Morgan on Twitter. If she wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, I will tell her how I feel, how I'll behind this. Again, Liv Morgan, please, if you do find this video, please, I'm telling you right now, from me to you, Logical Predictor, to the WWE Superstar I'm behind you 100% in winning that contract. I hope you do win it. And if you do, I'm still gonna write a letter to you saying that I'm amongst the WWE universe. I really can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for the WWE universe when I say Liv Morgan should and will win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Next, we got a very deranged and, different Otis than we did before. Back in 2020, it was about love and Mandy. Well, now it's like if I shaved, I'm the new Otis. Changed man. He brought this inner alpha out. Otis crushed Angelo Dawkins. So he hit not one but two splashes. He did his Otis splash, and then he did his, he did his little Vader bomb. Vader splash. So yeah, this was a pretty good match, but it was more of a squash match than anything. I'm gonna be completely honest. More of a squash match. Angel Dawkins right out the gate started going ham, try to go ham on Otis, which was pretty nice, get the guy momentum, but it was a squash match. It really was. It was. It just was. Jimmy Uso through the whole night talked about how he's gonna, beat Edge to, just take him down and make a little whole, little thing that he wants to prove to the family. He wants to do this thing and this, that, and this. Roman's not even on the show. You don't even see Roman anywhere on the show, which is surprising. You know what it is? I think what Edge said, he made it very perfect. There's no sneak attack. You know what? Edge was right when he said it. And I was just reading all of that, what Edge said on here. And Edge, it was perfectly fine. What Edge did, again, a trap. Okay? They had a trap set up. Jimmy thought there was a trap set up. Roman's going to come out of nowhere and just beat his ass up, right? Well, wrong. The trap wasn't for Edge. The trap was for Jimmy. Because, in a sense, Roman thinks he disrespected the family and he couldn't help his cousins. So, he had to fend for himself. Because Roman uses everybody. Edge is known to this game, so Edge knows that Roman ain't going to come out. And this was a great way to end it. Roman watching his cousin get beat up. Not coming out or helping him. So, I don't know what's going to go on and happen here, but shit. We could just get Jimmy versus Edge in a match. I'm okay with that. How the show ended, it really was great. How it ended was great. Roman takes a night off, I guess. Roman Reigns' Day Off, new movie coming out soon to a theater near you, where it stars his cousin Jimmy Uso, and it also stars a rated R superstar Edge with special guest counsel Paul Heyman. So, guys, next week will be a special, kind of sad but special edition of Talking Logic podcast, because it will be the day that SmackDown will not be in the Thunderdome. No. So we will say goodbye to the Thunderdome and for what it did for the pandemic era. We're very proud to have it. I will not say goodbye to Raw until that other week, because they are not going to have their they're not going to have their last Raw until they're going to have their show happen until after Money in the Bank. That's when they're going to do their the show for Raw. And speaking of this, since the Independent Day of course, Talking Logic, that wraps up SmackDown. Covered it all. Really good, how it was set up and built. Bringing Zelina Vega back, that was crazy. Just put Liv in the fucking match, man. Though, like, come on. And I really think it's because SmackDown doesn't really got that many women. They want to save Liv for the last, last chance. So, what makes this pretty sad too is that in the description down below, it says I wrote that a former WWE wrestler did pass away. I was gonna say die, pass away. If you guys don't know this man, he was the Patriot, also known as Dale Wilkes. May he rest in peace, of course. He will always be known for his WWE days, especially one thing he will be known for is when he had a feud with Bret the Hitman Hart. Standing up for America, he was a very good face role, and Bret, during the time when Bret Hart was a heel and he was disrespecting America. So that was a really good time to remember him for. So this is really, really great. But thank you, Del Wilkes, for everything you've given us, and may you rest in peace. So, again, like the Money Bank, we got Kevin Owens added. We now got Zelina Vega added. So, I said I wouldn't do a predictions video on the Independence Day, but I do have something in store for you guys to announce when I get to my plans. But there's some other good news here too. WWE will be returning to New York City, the Madison Square Garden in September. So that is a big announcement to have there. It's so nice to have that announcement. Off the chest, man. That announcement's pretty awesome. I love it. They're returning to Madison Square Garden. I also want to talk about what's going to happen on Raw right now too. And you never count on Xavier Woods. WWE specifically said that they would do it with Bobby Lashley. Well, that ain't happening anymore. They're going to do a tag team match. It's going to be the New Day. Great tag team of all time, by the way. Taking on the Hurt Business CEO and manager, MVP, and Bobby Lashley. So the New Day will look to overcome the Almighty and MVP. On Raw, I don't know how it will go down. I don't know how it will, go. I don't know if that's what the fans want or so. But, okay. You know what I mean? Then you got MITB where everybody from the Raw men's side will be on there. So I don't know. A lot of shit will probably go down. Who knows? Anything could happen, of course. I don't know. Plans. My plans for the July. Well, I'm thinking about going over my maybe go over to my grandma's house. Having a little cookout probably. But I want to now explain to you why I wanted to, have something in store, something special for you guys. Obviously I do, wanted to do it, and how it's set up, I kind of want to do it, I don't know what time would be the earliest if you guys want me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because Great American Bash is such a great pay-per-view, of course, in the NXT, I will be watching it, and I will be breaking NXT, Great American Bash down for you. How it went down, and Raw as well. So, what I've decided is that tomorrow, I think I would do it at probably 8 o'clock again. What I will be doing is I will be reacting, or I will hold a live stream where I will be watching the Great American Bash 2007. If you guys don't remember the Great American Bash 2007, it was where John Cena took on Bobby Lashley for the WWE title, and it was where you saw the Great Khali versus Kane versus Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. To me, when I came down, there were only 5 there because I only had 5. They had 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. And it came down to really the 2007 and the 2006 because that one was with Rey Mysterio versus King Booker for the World Heavyweight title. And that's when Rey Mysterio lost the title. That was like when he won it at WrestleMania and then held it all the way through there and lost it at Great American Bash, which kind of sucked. But you know what? It's still a great pay-per-view to go with. So decided that I will be live streaming tomorrow, probably 8 o'clock, the same time. We will be doing a Great American Bash 2007 reaction. I will be watching it. Of course, I cannot show you guys the pay-per-view because that is, of course, copyrights of WWE. They could really block the video, block the live stream. So you guys will see my reaction. I'll even tell you, I'll leave the comments of what matches up and who wins. Okay? And how I would predict the match. I don't think I've watched the pay-per-view fully. I just know some of the winners in it. Kind of watched some of the matches. Obviously, it's a pretty good standard pay-per-view, but that one was the one I really remember the most of, so I will be playing that one. And then after, I will end the stream after the show is over. So that is what I want to surprise you with. So tomorrow, I will be live streaming 8 o'clock. So 8 a.m. I'll be watching Great American Bash. Watching it on Peacock. Hope you guys are there to show up. That'd be perfect. I think that's yeah. I think that's about it, unless I'm forgetting something. No, I don't think that is. I don't think I'm missing anything, except for moving forward. Should talk about at the very end of every Talking Logic podcast. So I know it's a pretty short one, but I get through everything pretty fast. But here's my take on moving forward for all the brands. Of course, I try to do it for other brands, I think, or just SmackDown. So yeah, just for SmackDown, So, and then NXT and Raw review I'll do, moving forward for both of them, which happened. It's pretty great. So for SmackDown alone, for Jimmy Uso, I think he should continue to keep up with the Edge, Roman Reigns story, keep trying to push through there. Big E and Shinsuke. So Shinsuke obviously should lose to Baron Corbin next week. I feel like Baron Corbin should pick up the victory, give him some momentum, get him in that Money in the Bank ladder match, we need another heel in there. Remember that. We need another heel. I don't think Seth Rollins will win. I think Seth Rollins needs to, of course, he just needs to lose this one to make his brain more psychiatric, more psycho, things going on in his brain. I feel like that should be the case. The brain should be, messed up if he losing an opportunity, and it will take his frustration and anger out on Edge. So, Seth Rollins should lose to Cesaro. Cesaro should be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then Corbin should beat Shinsuke from something. I don't know. Something should happen there. I don't know. Big E, continue, push and thrive in your way to win that Money in the Bank briefcase. It would be pretty nice to do that. Shinsuke, you're king. So really, if he wins, if Shinsuke wins, it just puts more of a damper on Corbin. It really does. It just doesn't make sense to me, of course. Corbin needs to have something. So him being in the Money in the Bank ladder match will give him hope. It's the hope. He's losing all that hope. He's losing all his dreams. Hope is the thing he needs to have. Okay, we don't want to make him a face, and keep him a heel. He's so great at it. Sami Zayn, continue to do your conspiracy theories. Kevin Owens, continue to thrive for the Money in the Bank. Prepare yourself for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, also spend some time with your family. You really deserve it. Apollo, you're Intercontinental champion. You need to find a new opponent. I really think Cesaro's up there for you. When we're done with the Money in the Bank ladder match, get Cesaro. Prepare that. Or if Seth Rollins does win against Cesaro, have Cesaro get ready to face Apollo at fucking SummerSlam and have Apollo's reign be over. Have Cesaro get that Intercontinental Championship, put that on him for a little bit. Like that would be the savior. Or if you don't want to, you could put Cesaro in some matches, set him in another feud with somebody, and then you could draft him to Raw, put him in the world title picture. That's all I ask. He doesn't have much time. Cesaro needs to become world champion. He just needs to. Or you put him as Intercontinental champion. Look at his work. He deserves it. Cesaro deserves it, okay? He's worked his ass off to get to where he is. So, Liv Morgan, keep trying to prove yourself. I know you're going to be in there, girl. Girl, you're going to be in there. Definitely, you're going to be in that Money in the Bank match. Whether you're the last member to be in there, or you're next week you'll be the third member. Like, you just keep proving yourself. Zelina Vega, you're not winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. I just don't know what you're talking about. Keep doing your live streams, I guess. Much respect, though, too. Otis, Gable, find the Mysterios, and try to get a title match. I don't know. Try to. I've said this before. I've talked about Otis, my thoughts on Otis. Otis and Gable are pretty strong and good at this, so they really need to take that, they need to take those titles from the Mysterios. They've been in a medical facility for how long? Angelo Dawkins, don't worry, hang in there, man. Montez Ford will come back. You guys will be the Street Profits again, promise you. Keep it up. Edge, keep up badassery. Don't stop it. You are one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. You are next to Triple H. Triple H is one, of course. First one, I do love the man. He's the game. Can't hate him. But Edge, keep doing your badassery. I love it. Roman, show up. Isn't that what your shirt said? Like, show up, wreck everybody, go home, go be with your daughter. I don't know. Wait for John Cena to come back for SummerSlam, I guess. The rumors are true. But yeah, I don't know if I feel like I missed somebody. Bayley. Oh yeah, Bayley, Bianca. Bayley, continue being a heel, doing perfect at it. Bianca Belair, beat Bayley at Money in the Bank. Don't let Bayley get under your skin. Don't let her get in your head. Don't let her. Don't let her in your head. Try to get in her head, which is pretty bogus, but like pretty boring too. Boring way. You don't want to be another Rhea Ripley. You don't. Yeah, so I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm very sorry. I'm trying to think. Who else? Okay, did I say? Yeah, I said Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Talking Logic Independence Day edition. If you guys did like this live stream, please leave a like, comment down below, turn on those post notifications. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps. Again, I am the logical predictor. I am the predictor of, not for, the wrestling, World Wrestling Entertainment. Again, logic equals making sense. No logic equals nonsense. Thank you everybody so much here. I hope everybody has a great Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to everybody tomorrow, and I will be back tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock, to live stream my reaction for Great American Bash 2007. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's been a pleasure to be on here. Next week, we will say goodbye to the Thunderdome. We will say goodbye to the pandemic era of SmackDown. So, thank you guys so much for joining. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Enjoy tomorrow.